Hi, welcome to Open Door Yoga. My name is Michelle, and this yoga class is focused on strength. So it's not going to be a typical vinyasa flow series where we flow through a sequence kind of over and over again, adding possibly a posture each time. We're going to be holding postures for a little bit longer so that we can build a little bit of heat, some positive energy, and strength in our body. The only prop that you may want to consider is a lift for our very beginning of our practice when we're going to start in seated. So if you're starting today's practice and are feeling a little stiff in that low back, outer hip area, or you just all the time feel stiff in that low back, outer hip area, I can relate to that. Maybe grab a household blanket or towel, maybe even a stack of blankets or towels to meet your body where it's at today. We're going to get started by possibly bringing that lift under our sitting bones if you'd like. Or cross our legs at our shins or come into Sukhasana or easy seat. If you'd rather do more of a sage pose, Siddhasana, and cross at your ankles, you're more than welcome to do that as well. Either option works well, as long as you can ground down through both of your sitting bones. So maybe take a little shuffle from side to side. Hands come to rest on the tops of your thighs. Begin to stack your shoulders over your hips, ears over your shoulders. Find that engagement in your core to take a little bit of the weight out of your low back. Find your awareness on your breath, your natural breath pattern. No need to change today. I would invite you, if Ujjayi breath is part of your yoga practice, you're welcome to begin to transition to that now. Ujjayi breath is a constriction in the glottis in the back of your neck, or in the back of your throat. So it's that sensation of trying to fog up a mirror, or sometimes even a really strong whisper on both your inhales and exhales. Allow the movement of your breath to bring awareness to the physical sensations in your body and how those sensations change during your inhales and exhales. And then allow that awareness to bring your attention to your entire physical body, present here on your mat. You can begin to allow your shoulders to relax down away from your ears as you ground down through both sitting bones. Crown of your head reaches up towards the ceiling. Nice tall spine. When you feel like you have arrived at this practice, release your hands down by your sides. On your next breath in, we'll sweep our arms up and overhead. Palms in line with our shoulders. So fingertips reaching up towards the sky, shoulders sliding down away from your ears, shoulder blades still flat on our back body. Pause here for just a moment. Maybe energetically pressing our palms together like we're holding something above our head. On your next exhale, release. Bring your palms to touch. Interlock your fingers. And from here, flip your palms out, extend your arms. So we're pressing our palms towards the front of the room. Inhale, nice tall spine. Exhale, shoulders down away from our ears, strong engaged core. And on your next breath in, extend those arms up and overhead. Now our palms are reaching up towards the sky. Exhale, shoulders down away from our ears. Full breath in to create a tall spine, space between your vertebrae. And exhale from your core, begin to twist to the right. So nice long neck. Gaze is naturally going to follow wherever your sternum or your breastbone goes. One more breath in. Full exhale. Inhale, unwind. Exhale, take it to the other side. Notice your upper back body. If you're starting to round here in your shoulders, try to mindfully pull those shoulder blades back. Maybe that means coming out of the twist a little bit. That's okay. Shoulders are still stacked over hips. One more full breath exchange. And on your next inhale, unwind. Exhale, release your arms down by your sides. Take a moment here. Come back to that breath connection. It's easy to lose once you start moving your body a little bit. Right, Rooster? Tell him it's normal. Thanks for joining me. We're going to make our way onto hands and knees. You ready? You already got feet and paws down. You're good. Set your lift off to the side. We are going to rock on over and find a nice tabletop spine. Tuck your toes and begin to ground down through the thumb side of your hand, almost like you're trying to open a jar if it was on your mat. Rolling your triceps in towards the midline. Begin to send your hips back. And as you send your hips back, begin to reach your heart space towards the space between your hands. Exhale here. Full inhale, nice long spine. And exhale, slowly send those hips, sitting bones, up towards the space where the back wall and ceiling meet. You can pedal out your feet in this first down dog, bringing our awareness to our spine. So use that strong engagement. I know you guys have it. I just saw it. To lift those hips up a little bit higher. Ears are in line with our upper arm bones. As you find stillness, you can have a nice, generous knee bend. Full inhale, full exhale. On your next breath in, gaze to the space between your hands. Step your feet there and exhale, fold. Again, generous knee bend. Allow this to feel like a release in your low back. So you could even create a table here for your chest. You could take a bind at your elbows in front of or behind your legs. Or maybe bind your index and middle fingers around your big toes. Inhale, rise to half lift. So send your thighs back, slight lift in your sitting bones. Hands can come to thighs or to shins. Crown of your head reaches forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to half lift. Allow your shoulder blades to reach back towards your hips. Weight over your arches. Exhale, slight bend in your knees. Inhale with a tall spine, press into the soles of your feet. Sweep those arms up and overhead, extended mountain. Exhale, release, mountain pose. Take a moment to find the foot position that feels best in your body. So maybe our toe mounds touch with our heels V'd out an inch or two. Or if that's not feeling really stable today, maybe keep a similar foot position, but bring your feet under your hip points for a little bit more stability. Tailbone over the heels, weight over the arches. Shoulders still sliding down away from your ears. And as they do, fingertips are sinking down towards the earth. Inhale, sweep your arms up and over your head, extended mountain. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands, shift your weight into your right foot, and slowly step your left foot back to a low lunge. Hug your thighs towards each other to help you keep your balance. Find some lift in your back hamstring. And then plant your left hand kind of under your nose on the inside of your right foot. Inhale, nice long spine. Reach the crown of your head forward. Exhale, twist to the right. Your right hand can come to your right thigh, or maybe you extend your fingertips up towards the sky. Neck can be neutral here, or your gaze can be lowered. We're energetically pressing forward through our right shin and back through the sole of our left foot. One more full breath exchange. Inhale, unwind, frame your front foot, shift your weight forward, step your left foot to meet your right, exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to half lift. Shoulder blades keep sliding down your back body. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to half lift. Exhale, begin to bend your knees and reach your tailbone towards your heels and ankles. With your weight over your heels, inhale, sweep your arms up, chair pose. So we're still grounding down through the big toe edge, pinky toe edge of our feet, center of our heels, but our weight is back. So you can peek down and see your big toes, tailbones reaching down towards our ankles. Slight lift through our heart space. On your next inhale, rise on up to extended mountain. And exhale, release, mountain pose. Take a moment, maybe to reconnect with your breath if you've lost it. Or maybe just to notice the energy or the heat that you're building in your body. On your next inhale, arms come back up to extended mountain. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands, step your right foot back to a low lunge. Take a moment to get situated. Stack your right heel over your right toe mound, left knee over left ankle. Find that opposition by sending energy forward through that left shin and back through the sole of your right foot. And then your right hand comes to rest on the inside of your left foot. Inhale to a nice tall spine. And exhale, gently twist to the left. So we're trying to shine our sternum towards the left side wall. Left hand can stay on your left thigh, or maybe we bring our fingertips up towards the sky. Keep that connection with your breath as long as you can. Inhale, unwind. Exhale, shift your way forward. Inhale, step or drag your right foot to meet your left, and exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to half lift. Weight still over the arches, crown of your head reaching forward. Exhale, soften and fold. Inhale, make your way back to half lift. Exhale, bend in those knees to reach your tailbone towards your ankles. Strong core. Inhale, sweep those arms up, reaching those fingertips in a straight line of energy from your tailbone. Nice long neck. Hug those thighs together. It's going to help you keep your balance. It's also going to help keep both of your hip points in line and pointed forwards. On your next inhale, rise on up, extended mountain, and exhale, release, mountain pose. Begin to find your strong mountain pose again. Shoulders down away from your ears, shoulder blades flat on your back body. Fingertips reaching down towards the earth. Weight centered between your 2 feet evenly. And then begin to shift your weight into your right foot. Inhale, lift your left heel, or maybe your entire left foot off the ground to find a moment of balance. Find a drishti or a gazing point to help you keep that balance. Hug your thighs towards each other, bringing everything in towards your midline will help bring a little bit of stability. One more full breath in. Exhale, slight bend in your right knee as you step back into a high lunge. Stack your right knee over your right ankle. Find some lifting through that left hamstring. Left heel stacked over your left toe mound. Lift up off your waist as you sweep your arms up and overhead. Anjaneyasana, Crescent Lunge. Tailbones reaching towards your right ankle. Still hugging those thighs towards the center line. One more inhale. Exhale, release your hands down. Drop your back knee. From here, bring both of your hands onto the inside of your right foot. Toe heel your right foot to the long edge of the mat. Pivot your toes out 45 degrees. And then begin to send your hips forward and down, opening up through your chest. So we're coming into lizard's pose. You can check in with your body here. You could keep your toes tucked or untucked. If this is feeling like a lot of sensation, maybe consider finding a low support surface like blocks or the seat of a sturdy chair or low coffee table, something that can help you rise up out of this posture a little bit. If you're looking for more sensation, you can also lower down onto your forearms. But notice as you do that what happens with your hips. If you're noticing that your hips are starting to come up, then rise back out of this. We don't want to come down to the forearms at the sake of taking the sensation out of our hips. Nice long neck. From here, plant your left hand underneath your nose, right in the center of your yoga mat. Turn onto the pinky edge of your right foot and let your right knee follow. Bring your right hand to the inside of your right thigh, and as you press into your right thigh, press your right inner thigh back into your hand. So we're building a little bit of heat in that right leg, a little bit more external rotation in that hip. One more full breath in. Exhale, release your hand, toe heel that foot back in line. Come back to a low lunge. From here, we're gonna lift our left knee, shift your weight forward so that you can pivot on your back foot. So our toes are about 90 degrees or maybe even in slightly. Right knee stacked over right ankle. Right heel is in line with the center of our left arch. From here, find a nice strong base. Ground down through your right toe mound, pinky edge of your left foot. And then inhale, rise up to warrior two. So from here, just take a quick body scan. Make sure you can still see your right big toe so we're not leaning too far forwards on our knee. Back leg is strong and straight. Shoulders are stacked over our hips. Arms are out to a T at shoulder height. Energetically reach through your fingertips. Maybe even press down through your palms to lift your heart space. Gaze is forward. Just past those right fingertips. Hip points are drawing away from each other. Take a few more breath exchanges here. Building that heat. Strong core. So you can lift up off of your waist with lightness. One more inhale. Full exhale. Inhale, flip your right palm, make your way to reverse warrior. So right fingertips are reaching up towards the sky. Left hand can rest gently on the outside of your left leg, but we're holding our weight in our low body and core. On your inhales, breathe into your right rib cage. One more inhale. Exhale, slowly begin to draw your right elbow towards your right thigh. Left arm sweeps up and overhead, extended mountain. Or extended side angle. Avoid that tendency to collapse here through that right side body. Keep lightness, keep strength. Straight line of energy from your left fingertips down through the sole of your left foot. Nice long neutral neck. Shoulder blades flat on the back body. Inhale, slowly make your way back, reverse warrior. Full breath in. Exhale, warrior two. Still grounding down through the right toe mound, pinky edge of the left foot. Back leg is our rudder, keeping us strong and straight. Last inhale, you guys got this. Exhale, cartwheel those hands down, pivot on your back foot to a low lunge. Then shift your weight forward, step or drag your left foot to meet your right, forward fold. Inhale, rise to half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to half lift. Exhale, slight bend in your knees. And then inhale, keep that core engaged and press into your feet with a tall spine as you make your way back to extended mountain. Exhale, mountain pose. Bring your awareness back to your breath. Maybe even to the physical sensations in your body. Perhaps you notice a difference between the right side of your body and the left. Maybe you're noticing mental changes or energetic changes. As you're ready, we're going to shift the weight into our left foot. Inhale, lift your right heel, or maybe your entire right foot off of the ground. Find your balance. Keep that nice tall spine. Tailbone reaching down towards the ground, while the crown of your head lifts upward. One more full inhale. And then exhale with a soft bend in your left knee. Slowly step it back into a high lunge. Stack that left knee over your left ankle. Lift your right heel over your right toe mound. Hug your thighs to the center. Make your way to Crescent Lunge. If your arms are extended overhead, energetically press your palms together like you're holding something over your head. Find that lift through your right hamstring. We're energetically pressing forward through our left shin, back through the sole of our right foot. One more inhale. Exhale, release your hands down, drop that back foot. We're going to make our way to lizard stretch on this opposite side. So hands come towards the center. Left foot has toe heeled out to the long edge. Turn those toes out about 45 degrees. And begin to send those hips forward and down, opening up through your chest. Take whatever option feels best for you. So maybe you're grabbing a lift to bring your hands up a little bit higher. Or maybe you're folding a little bit deeper, coming down onto your forearms, as long as you check in with those hips. Most of the time, our body is going to feel a little bit different between the right and left side. So if you're noticing that you were able to fold a little bit deeper the last time around, or maybe this time around, that's normal. Meet your body where it's at, and it might mean choosing a different option on one side than the other. Let's take one more inhale here. Exhale, if you folded, scoop in your belly, strengthen through your core, and inhale, rise back up to your hands. Exhale, roll onto your left pinky edge and let your left knee follow. Right hand comes right to the center of your mat, and begin to warm up that left leg by pressing your inner thigh into your left hand and your left hand into your inner thigh. Shoulder blades are still flat on our back body. Right toe can stay untucked or tucked, whatever helps you feel most stable and most comfortable. Inhale here. Exhale, release your left hand. Toe heel that left foot in to our low lunge. Lift your back knee and then pivot. So we're finding warrior one feet. So take a moment to find any adjustments in your body that you need. Begin to press your hips back to avoid any compression. As on your next inhale, we're going to rise on up to warrior two. Do a quick body scan. Check to make sure that your left knee is safe by peeking down and seeing your left big toe. Hip points draw away from each other. And then settle in. One of the core elements of yoga are the yamas and niyamas. They're those ethical guidelines of our outward expressions and inward observances. And one of them is tapas. It's discipline. It's the idea that we tend to settle into our samskaras, or these negative habits or patterns. And that change requires a little bit of discipline. It requires stepping outside of our comfort zone. So embrace this heat, this discomfort. It can lead to big things. On your next inhale, flip your left palm. Make your way to reverse warrior. Keep that strong engagement in your legs. Keep grounding down through your right pinky edge of that right foot. Full inhale. Exhale, slowly make your way to extended side angle. Keep that lift through your right or your left torso. Left forearm is rested very gently on that left thigh. Shoulders still down away from your ears. Inhale, make your way back, reverse warrior. Breathe into that left rib cage. Feel that expansion through your left side body. Exhale, warrior two. Couple more breaths in this strong posture, because you guys are strong. And on your next exhale, cartwheel your hands down. Pivot on your back foot. Exhale to shift your weight forward. Inhale, step or drag your right foot to meet your left. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to half lift. Strong core. Exhale, slight bend in your knees. Inhale with the tall spine, press into the soles of your feet. Make your way back to extended mountain. Exhale, release, mountain pose. Refine that connection with your breath if you've lost it. I've said that a lot today, but it's really easy to lose that connection with your breath, trying to move at the pace of your breath when your body's working hard. When you feel ready, we're going to turn to face the long edge of our mat and bring our feet into a wide stance. So general rule of thumb is you could extend your arms out to the side and see that your feet are about under your wrists. But the goal is that we ground down evenly through the pinky edges of both of our feet. So if you come into a wide stance and you lose that gripping sensation, come on in a little bit. Then once you find the stance of your choice, let's bring our arms behind our back, palms to touch, interlock our fingers, press your knuckles down towards the earth. Roll your shoulders back, lift up through your heart space. Full inhale. And then exhale, fold at your hips. Arms can come wherever is comfortable. So maybe our knuckles are reaching back energetically towards the back wall. Or maybe if your arms tend to fall in the direction of our head, we're reaching our knuckles up towards the ceiling. We'll take a few breath exchanges here. On your inhales, find a nice tall spine. And exhale, maybe fold a little bit deeper. Release through those hamstrings. Weights over the arches of our feet. So we're not leaning too far forward or backward. If you find yourself holding any tension in your neck, maybe you shake your head from side to side. On your next exhale, release your hands down. Inhale, rise to a half lift spine. Toe heel your feet together. And then keeping your feet at about outer hip width distance, pivot your toes at about 45 degrees. And from this nice tabletop spine, bend slowly into your knees, bringing your tailbone down towards the earth. We're going to come into a version of Malasana, or a low yogic squat. This is very uncomfortable in your body. You can bring your hands to a support surface and come up a little bit higher. If you are settling down here, maybe bring your palms to touch and use your elbows to help find this opening at your inner thighs, your knees. Weight still centered over our arches. Nice tall spine, open heart space, long neck. One more breath exchange here. Exhale, release your hands behind you. We're going to come to seated, turn to face the front short edge of your mat, and make your way down onto your back body. So before you come down, if it feels good, really press down into the soles of your feet. Maybe pull slightly on your hamstring to open up your heart space one last time. Rolling those shoulders back, sliding your shoulder blades down towards your hips. And then release. You can keep your hands at your hamstrings or maybe bring them down to the mat to help you as you slowly lower down. As you make your way onto your back body, it may feel good to grab your lift again and bring it under your head, as long as your shoulders can stay rooted onto the earth. Hug your knees to your chest. Maybe rock from side to side, giving your low back a little massage. Exhale, release. Plant the soles of your feet down on the earth, knees shine up towards the sky, arms to cactus. Press into the soles of your feet to shift your hips just a couple inches to the left. And exhale, drop your knees towards the right. Check in with your shoulder blades to feel both of them rooted down into the earth. If your left shoulder blade is starting to creep up, maybe send your gaze past your left shoulder. Or maybe bring a supportive prop, like a stack of blankets, couch cushion, a pillow, a bolster, underneath your bottom knee, or maybe between your top and bottom knee. We'll take 3 more breath exchanges here, really giving a lot of love to our low back. Inhale, come back to center and shift those hips back to a neutral alignment. Take a moment here to feel centered, to feel grounded as our body begins to settle down. And then slowly shift those hips a couple inches to the right and allow your knees to drop to the left. Take a moment to make any adjustments, to grab any props or supportive pieces of furniture or yoga props that can support you in this posture. And again, come back to your breath. Take a couple more full breath exchanges. Inhale, rise. Exhale, ground into your feet just to shift those hips back in alignment. And from here, make your way to the Shavasana of your choice. Begin to allow your body to rest into this restorative posture. We need it today. Shavasana is great for allowing the energetic benefits of your body to assimilate and absorb. So stay here as long as you'd like. This is where I'll leave you today. Thanks for sharing this practice with me. Namaste.